Hour number 3 underway, and he joins us each and every week. Thanks to our friends at Coke and Piggly Wiggly. It's the coach, Wimp Sanderson. Coach, how are we doing today?
I'm okay. We got 12 coaches left, with 4 being fired. The 12 coaches' wives are saying, "Honey, get fired. Go on and get fired, so we can get that money."
See, I thought it was the other way around, that they didn't want them to get fired because they didn't want them to be hanging out at home all the time.
No. When you get from the low money thus far on the floor is of the 19 million. And we're in debate as to whether they're going to get 55 or 56 million at LSU. I told you guys that Lane Kiffin wasn't going. I'm going to stick by it. He still Florida's put so much money in there you can't get it to the back. Florida's a job it's a good job, but it's a little bit overhyped. I think overrated. People go into Florida and get a lot of players, and the weather's good, but I'm not sure Florida's that good. So, anyway. Okay. I've said what I need to say about that.
Hold on, you think the Florida job is overrated?
Not overrated. I think it's a very good job. Florida and LSU probably the best. Now, if you have a personality, a booming personality, and go into Arkansas, I was in Arkansas for a while. And go into Arkansas, you could probably get a lot. Look, the guy at LSU was 34-14. But he got fired because of his personality. The guy at Arkansas is a really nice guy, a terrific guy, a good football coach, but didn't have the personality to get that Walmart money. You get that Walmart money and that chicken money, and you go in there and tell them how great they are and how pretty they are and all that kind of guys harass and visit with them and take them out to eat and do whatever you got to do. There's a pile
involved
of money
in Arkansas sports, coach. Like, they don't care. They own the Broncos. I don't think they care. I think they've been trying to do that forever.
But I think you got to try harder than
you got to try. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. I was in Little Rock for a lot of money in Little Rock, a lot of hidden money in Little Rock. Little Rock's a very nice place. You think you're going to Little Rock, you're going to scratch your head. I was there 5 years coaching. I loved it. It was a really good place. So I don't know. Anyway. I'll get back to football because I know so much. Passing, look, you'd like to have a good running game. So what? Just throw quick passes and stop. This game against Oklahoma is offensive line. You know more about that than I do, and so I don't. And quarterback wise, just throw the pass rush. I mean, you've got to have a decent running game, and I want Greg to comment on that, and you too. But does it have to be as good as everybody cares on about? Tell our listeners about it. I know you've already talked about it, but I can't help it. Talk a little bit about that, Greg. You and Cole talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think having a good run game's great. I mean, perfect world, you would have a good run game. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think you got to do what you do well. Coach, answer me this. If you have a team that can't shoot three-pointers, are you going to sit there and say, hey, we got to start shooting threes, guys? Like, we got to keep shooting threes. Like, heck no, you're going to drive to the lane. Like, I mean, you're going to get to the free throw line. If your team can't shoot, why you keep shooting? I mean, I think
if you shoot more, you score more.
I'm not saying you shouldn't try. I'm just saying saying to keep the defense honest, but that's not going to be how you beat teams.
Yeah, well, I just say, Joe, you and Bill shoot threes. Mike, you don't shoot your threes right now. Get the ball to the basket. Get the ball to Joe and Mike. So I don't know. What else?
I mean, I think that's a good play, right, Coach? Like, I mean, would you not? I just am amazed at how many people can't wrap their head around. I swear, it's like if your team can't score, you better be good on defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's no different than any other sport. Like, if I can't hit sliders, I'm not going to swing at sliders.
No.
Like, I'm going to try to get me a first pitch fastball. That's what I'm going to try to do.
The only problem is I'm going to throw you sliders.
Well, if I'm a pitcher, I'm not going to sit there and my fastball is like 87, but my curveball is unbelievable. I'm not going to sit there and just start greasing fastballs right down the middle. I'm going to try to pitch around folks. Like, I'm going to junk it up. I mean, I guess I don't know. It's like everybody wants to fit a square peg in a round hole, and nobody wants to just acknowledge, hey, I am a round hole. I need to fill it I can't fill it with a square peg.
Cole, we're going to have a situation where the offensive line's got to do a job of blocking because they're going to be throwing it, and the one thing about Venables at Oklahoma is he doesn't have a defensive coordinator. He's the coordinator. He's more comfortable doing what he wants to do, and I think that's really good. If you have a guy who really wants to call the defenses, and you call them and you get studied it that hard, maybe you're a little bit better doing that. Comment on that.
Well, does Brent Venables have a track record of being a great head coach? We all know the answer to that. It's no. So what he does have a great track record of is calling defense and stealing signs. But he's really good at that.
Elite information gathering.
Fair. Oh yeah, y'all are saying that he sees other team signals.
By the way, this is not even this. We're not even covering this up.
Wrong with that,
Coach. There have been 3 head coaches in the SEC week of the game against him that have. Brian Grubb discussed it earlier this week, openly, just saying right in front of everybody. This is not a secret anymore. Like, this is not something people don't talk about. And Grubb said it. He's like, he's not bending the rules on it. He's like, they're just good at it. So yeah, we'll change all of our signs.
Right.
So
right.
I'm not telling secrets here.
Is it something? Hey, for both of you guys, is something wrong with that?
No.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it when you can't figure out what people's signs are.
Well, yeah. Well, that's something. I mean, if you figured it out to the point that the Booger Bear has to change it, you had something going, did you? Both
when I'm good at changing it, you're gonna be in trouble.
Well, no, you ain't gonna
telling your kids watch the bootleg when we're running outside zone that way.
Well, maybe, but I think the guy is pretty darn good. I think Oklahoma's not an easy job. You got to go against Texas, and that's not easy. I know Missouri.
Hold on a second. Not an easy job. It's a top 5 traditional power in college football.
Oh, maybe when what's his name was there. My buddy
Bob
was there,
Stoops, Lincoln Riley.
No crap, not Bob Stoops. Bob Stoops criticized every coach in America.
He won a national championship there.
Oh, Bob Stoops can take a hike.
Lincoln Riley had him in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Oklahoma's maybe a little bit better job. It's a hard job to go into Texas and get the kind of players you need sometimes. If Texas is good, and they're not quite as good this year as they have been, but they can darn sure recruit, and they got a lot of money. They got more money than Oklahoma's got.
I love when we say it's hard to go get all these guys from Texas when Texas hadn't been that great in the last 50 years.
Well,
like if we could only go get Texas's players, and they've been good 2 out of the last 40 years.
In the top 3 this year with Alabama and Georgia.
Every job's hard, though, in my opinion. Like, what job's easy?
They're all hard. Well, go ahead and fire me so I can get my money. Yeah, go on and fire me, get my money.
Unfortunately, Coach, our buyout's not going to be near as big as the one you want. I hate to say that. I'm sorry to bring that up to you.
I understand. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to brag on you two guys. I ain't bragging on you for any particular reason, but you're going to do the Mississippi State-Missouri game, I think.
I am.
You do a good job on the field in the booth because Tom Hart's my buddy.
Thank you, Coach.
You're going to do it.
Is he coming to your house tonight?
I don't know if he's coming or not. I'm going to go watch him. I'm not the guy that works with him. I don't deal with him, so I can just go see Tom Hart. The other guy I don't care for.
Uh-oh. I don't know who's on the call. He switches it up, so it's not like one guy all the time.
I know who it is. And
it's Damian Fishback, isn't it?
No, it ain't Damian Fishback. Let me tell you about Greg.
Auburn guy.
No, it ain't no Auburn guy. So I ain't
you saying Damian Fishback is?
I don't care what Damian Fishback. Anyway, I'll tell you about Greg. Here's what people don't understand. People study as to who should be calling the games and why. Very, very seldom does a guy who played quarterback on a team get to do that game. the reason the people that watch the games don't understand what an honor and how good they think Greg is, because Greg has called a lot of home games, and you can't tell he's a homer. He's not a homer at all. The thing I want people to understand, I want to be able to say this: if Greg says something that's not derogatory, but a questionable, or Alabama should have done this, you should have done that, didn't do this, don't be bitching and crying about that. He's calling the game. He's calling the game. And the guys who put the people in the booths and wherever they put them, like the guys that are calling, for a guy to call a lot of home games means they think he is darn good. He is really good. People don't understand that. And then when you say a little something about Alabama, they get all worked up, wiggly, and don't like the announcer. That's a bunch of bull crap.
What if he hates the Tide, though?
Huh? Yeah. Well, he'll say whatever they're doing, he'll call a cotton picking game. And crap, there's a lot of people. You think about all the people who call the home games that are quarterbacks. You can't name any. You can't name any.
None that you remember playing. That's for sure. So that's that's the difference. People remember me as a player, and I was a good player.
They do not. They want to find out what you say. Don't tell me I'm around all these.
They remember me as a player. I was a good player, and they associate me with Alabama, and the Bama fans get mad, and the other fans get mad. And frankly, Coach, I appreciate very much the endorsement. But I'm according to ESPN, I get to call the second best game every week, and if the second best game involves Alabama,
well, I don't know that it is.
Then it does.
The other game, Joe, what's his name? But the other game can take a high.
It's beside the point.
Herb
Street gets to call the best game.
Y'all call the second best game. Okay.
Yeah, Herb Street gets to call the best game. We get to call the second best game, and if that game involves Alabama, it involves Alabama. But frankly, people's opinion, it doesn't matter because my employer likes me. So I clearly am doing something right.
Well, you're doing both of you very good, and I want to say that because you got good games this week. Anyway,
appreciate you, Coach.
Me off here, I know. So anyway, I appreciate.
I feel like this is one of your better visits, Coach.
I thought it was a great visit. It's always a good visit. Yeah. Coach always gets so mad he gets mad at us for coming on during football season.
I ain't getting mad at y'all. I know Alabama plays Purdue tonight.
Yeah, tell us about that. Can you give us a rundown? We got Tom Hart coming up in 15 minutes. He's calling the game.
Well,
he won't know anything about it, though.
No, I know that.
Alabama will win the game. Purdue's got a good team. Alabama's got. When you have four or five good shooters, it's hard to defend them. When you have one great shooter, the way Purdue does, you know how you defend him? You defend him without the ball, not with it. You keep the ball off of him. You keep him from catching the ball. You make him get tired and work hard to catch it. When he does catch it, after a while, he's lost his legs, and you beat him. When you got four shooters or five shooters like Alabama, you can't defend all of them. And defending the dribble is big, and so Alabama wins the game. So that's that. Alabama's got a very, very, very tough non-conference schedule and really good form. They have a very good conference schedule if you study schedule.
What'd you make of the game on Saturday, Coach, against St. John's?
Well, St. John's got in a running game, couldn't do it. St. John's didn't realize they could run that well, and I played St. John's not long.
Did you like Patino's comments after the game saying it's the worst defensive performance he's ever seen without giving any credit to Alabama at all?
Yeah, well, that's the way he is. I played him one time. We beat him in Tuscaloosa. You know what he did is he went down the portal. He gave everybody the finger. so he shot him a bird.
Different era. You don't get to do that anymore.
No, you get to do it anymore. You have to get fined for it. Try to be in the house for it. Anyway, Piggly Wiggly brings me to y'all, and I appreciate Piggly Wiggly bringing me to y'all because y'all are really good. Piggly Wiggly's great. They do a great job. I'm having lunch in a few minutes with Stanley Visiglio, who runs Piggly Wiggly, and they'll get you meats, they'll get you vegetables, get whatever you might need. You'll come out with a smile on your face. Coco will be in there with Piggly Wiggly. Pick up you some Coke, and you get both those two things, and you'll be in great shape. I appreciate you guys having me on. I gave you some football knowledge, and you're a lot smarter now than you were. And I appreciate you giving me a chance to be on.
Coach, we definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week. That's the coach, Wimp Sanderson, joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Always great catching up with him. And it is a big matchup. It is a massive matchup with Alabama and Purdue. It's one thing cool about college basketball and kind of where it's headed is these bigger matchups earlier in the season that we're getting. Tom Hart will be on the call. We'll have him in just a few moments to be able to discuss it. Before we do that, G-Mac, tell our listeners about Crocker Moving Services.
Well, they're a local company owned by an Iraq War veteran, Eric Crocker. Crocker believes in hiring movers you can trust to complete full background checks and run drug tests on every single employee. These are good guys. You can trust them in your home. They did your whole home packed to move your company headquarters moved across the country, or you just want them to come rearrange your living room. These guys got you covered. They also deliveries for furniture that you purchased and need to get to your home. So call or visit them online today for a free quote. The website's CrockerMovingServices.com. That's CrockerMovingServices.com. Support your veterans by choosing Crocker Moving Services for your next move.
All right, when we come back, we will talk to Tom Hart, and then we'll go RUBIX Cubelic right here on Mac and Cube in the morning. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We will go right to the Higginbotham hotline now. Welcome in Tom Hart of the SEC Network, who actually, we were discussing in the break, almost called volleyball last weekend. You didn't actually end up doing that, did you?
No. I was on the short list for volleyball, and then I got an email on Sunday asking me if I could get to Vandy for women's basketball Monday. So, all hands on deck in this in this era of FAA disruptions.
Well, we were just talking like if you did have to call a volleyball game, like how much strategy is there in coaching volleyball? Like, how many different plays do you think you can run? Like I would have no idea what they call and what they change and alter. Like you bump set spike and like whoever's better at it, I think wins.
You're such a Neanderthal.
I'm admitting that I don't know the strategy is what I'm saying. Like, do you call deep serve? Do you call short serve? Do you call high serve? Do you call low serve? I don't know. If it was Newcomb, I can give you all the strategy.
You have athletes at either end, so you don't know if the set is going to the near side or the far side. You're trying to attack the weak link in their defensive set. I mean, I'm talking straight out of my butt here. I have no idea, but
I'm sure there's like any sport, there's way more going on than you realize. But I don't know.
And I will say this: I have called volleyball before. When I was at the Big Ten Network, Penn State had an incredible program. I did a bunch of Penn State games. I remember there was another program that that was really good. The athletes on the floor are way more impressive than you would think before you step into the gym.
Oh, volleyball's insane.
The vertical on these guys.
Yeah, they're incredible. And the power as well. I love watching it. I just don't know what the different strategies are and how you implement that or don't implement that, or whatever. But we asked this question yesterday, speaking of strategy. What is your number one board game of all time?
Well, I mean, there's so many ways you can go with this. I think to be number one, it has to be reliability. Like Chutes and Ladders is fun when you're a kid, but it doesn't have much staying power. Like you got to be able to go back to it. I would lean Sorry, but that being said, nothing beats the OG Trivial Pursuit. That is got to be in the Hall of Fame.
What are you, smart?
You can play. You can. Well, you feel smart. Like I just went orange, which was the sports category, and I felt real smart. I never went green, which was science and nature. Stay with what you know.
Love that. I feel like I've never played Trivial Pursuit, but I could be down with that. It's always hard.
You'd probably be good at it.
Yeah, I'm good at trivia, stuff like that. I don't know why. I have my wife always tells me I have the dumbest things stuck in my brain. Like just stuff that why do you know that? I don't know. I just remember it from watching something on T-Rexes when I was a kid. I don't remember. But yeah, Trivial Pursuit would be fun. It's the right answer is life.
That sounds so boring. I mean, that thing was fun to spin around, the clickety-clack, but other than that.
That was the Under Armour commercial.
You know, if you're the type of person who likes life, I feel like you're going to be an insurance adjuster.
Really?
Like you have the mind of an accountant to appreciate the game of life. You're living life. Why do you need to play a game called life?
Because I don't know. I mean, it's way more fun to like actually pursue life as a rock and roll icon. You know, I mean, it's just I get to go through the journey in that way. Plus, you retire at the millionaire's mansion, which is always nice.
People want to retire and live like Greg McElroy. Like, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Let me live vicariously through Greg McElroy's airport delays.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants. I can assure you that. This game tonight, how do we feel about the Tide? They ready to roll?
Yeah, I think so. You know, college basketball this year has been really fun because there have been so many more on-campus big games, and this is one of them. I know it's not technically on campus, but Bama going to the Garden to play St. John's where they play their home games. That was huge Saturday morning. And it's big for the league. The league will have monster opportunities. Tennessee matches up with Houston in a couple of weeks, the Players Era Festival. But the league has also lost a couple of these, including Florida losing to Arizona. Those things always come back at the end. You know, they come back to define what the voters and therefore the committee thinks of the league. Kentucky did not look very good against Louisville a couple nights ago. And the SEC's dominance, especially against the ACC last year, really, I think, propelled them to getting a record 14 teams in. It's a fun matchup because Bama comes in number 2 in the country in tempo, and Purdue is 324th. So, as Colt says, styles make fights. Both of these coaches are going to try to inflict their style on the other.
Is there a part of this Nate Oates team, though, that is a little bit different or you're kind of intrigued to learn about as what we've seen from him the last few years in Tuscaloosa?
I don't think drastically different. I think, you get different identities based on personnel. The backcourt is really good with Philon and Holloway. And I think Latrell Wrightsell maybe – I don't think he'd be player of the year in the league, but he may be most valuable player in the league, what he does on both ends of the floor. And he's got to stay healthy, but he could be a big-time defender and a big-time scorer. They had him on, Purdue's best player is Braden Smith, who has set every assist record in Big Ten history. When your name's ahead of Magic Johnson in lists, you're doing things right. He's the best point guard in the country, and Wrightsell guarded him last year in this matchup, especially early on. And I would think that was going to be a key matchup tonight. Are they going to run Wrightsell off 1,000 screens and make him tired? Or is Bama going to play that a little bit differently? But to answer your question, Cole, I'm waiting to see who can be – is there a Herb Jones on this team? And that's a lofty challenge, but Oates' teams have been at their best, regardless of where they finished the season. They've been at their best and most efficient when they had a great rim protector and a guy who you don't have to play above the rim to be a rim protector. Herb didn't always do that, but he protected the paint. And I'm curious to see if they have that this season, and we'll get a feel for that because Purdue will run a couple 7-footers out there tonight.
Does the length cause problems for Alabama like it did last year on this year's team?
That's what we don't know yet. I mean, Bo Bolin is 6'10", but he's as wide as a blade of grass, and Sherrell has good size and girth, but they're going to miss, Diabate's now playing at Kentucky. They're going to miss his size and his motor. And we'll see if Noah Williamson can be a guy that can give them minutes. Are you going to be a 8-minute guy after 3 seasons at Bucknell and be kind of overshadowed in this league, or can you be a 14-minute guy and really be a defensive presence? And we'll know, we'll get a better feel for that tonight, and we'll get a better feel for that throughout non-conference because Nate plays so many incredible non-conference opponents, which is really impressive year after year. But that's, we're 2 games into the season, so I think it's really too early to tell.
What do you make of our matchup in Como this weekend?
Battle of the quarterbacks, baby. Who's playing? Who's not playing? I think whoever State rolls out there, State has the advantage. I think to ask Zollers to do much to carry this team is heavy lifting. I don't know. I think that's a huge advantage for State, and or viewed through another lens, that's a massive hurdle for Missouri to get over with the inexperience at quarterback. Think about it. They're down to their 3rd-string quarterback. And the next guy up was a 1-year starter in high school. It's not a pretty picture for Mizzou.
No, it is not. All right, we appreciate the time. Anything else you have for us today?
I'm just playing the game of life, I can't believe Chutes and Ladders didn't get more respect, by the way. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
A couple people
Does
came
Battleship
in.
count? Is that a board game?
Battleship, just a few responses on Battleship, not as many as I would have anticipated. The one that surprised us the most, John, what was the name of your game?
That'd be Settlers of Catan.
Catan. Have you heard of that?
Is that, what category is that in? Dungeons or Dragons?
That's actually kind of apt.
Yeah, I had never heard of it, but a lot of folks said that is the go-to.
Never heard of it.
It's a vitamin D deficient kind of game.
Stay in the basement, draw the black shades, get the lava lamp going, and enjoy it. Yeah, I can see that by the name.
I thought you might have gone Twister. That didn't give me any responses either.
Not much respect for Twister.
I feel like Twister, is that a board game? Because that's pretty aggressive. That's like a gymnast game.
That's a flexibility game.
Yes.
Correct.
To which I don't like Tom's chances.
Nope.
No,
I really don't
no
like
shot
Cole's
at that.
chances.
Tom
Actually,
can't even call volleyball. How's he supposed to play Twitter?
I feel like
Twister?
a game of Twister between me, Cole, Saber, and Tom would be highly entertaining. I like my chances. I think I'm minus 125. Saybear,
We need an ambulance on
Saybear's
call.
even money. Tom's plus 200. Cole's plus 1,000.
I couldn't get to the second dot.
Cole's got 1 foot on blue, and that's all he's got.
That's it.
Right hand.
I'd
I'm out.
play it if you put the mat up against the wall, not on the floor. That would be my only chance. I got reach, but I can't bend.
Bend but don't break. Good luck getting to Como tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you there.
See you guys in an airport sometime soon.
Look forward to that.
Tom Hart joining us on the
Thanks,
Higginbotham Hotline on the call for Purdue, Alabama, tonight at Coleman Coliseum. That is at 6 p.m. You'll be able to see Boiler Ball taking on Nate Oates and his crew there in Tuscaloosa. A video just came across my social media feed,
Yes.
Twitter to be exact.
Yes.
Last night, down 45-0.
Yes.
UMass puts a field goal on the board,
Heck yeah.
and they started shooting off fireworks.
Let's ride.
I mean, if they're already in the budget and you've got them, you got to imagine those folks are pretty trigger happy over there. They're not getting a lot of opportunities to put those fireworks in the air.
Something tells me they're probably all right.
They just sit there till New Year's Eve.
Just
Like,
sitting there.
might as well.
And all of a sudden, you get a field goal to cut the lead to 42.
42?
Let them rip, Johnny. And it's a lot, too, by the way. It's not like just one little. It's like 7 or 8 in a row. That field goal getting them pumped up there at McGuirk Alumni Stadium. All right, we'll be back with the Rubik's Cubelic next right here on Jocks. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning, 9:35 Thursday, November 13th, right here on Jocks. Going to get to the RUBIX Cubelic here in just a moment. The computers have spoken, but first tell our listeners about Shannara Flooring.
Well, Fu and his guys have done it again. They continue to add tremendous amounts of inventory. 50,000 square feet of CoreTech flooring that is in stock right now. That is highly premium flooring. Every single plank comes with a 20 mil wear layer. It's kid-proof, pet-proof, durable, dependable, waterproof, you name it, they got it. It's amazing what CoreTech can do for your home or business. It'll add value. And with savings of 20 to 40%, it's a deal you just can't touch. So remember, Shannara Flooring, when you want CoreTech, call who? Call Fu. Call them at Shannara Flooring, 205-518-6423, or go online at fuandyou.com.
All right, I want to get to the RUBIX Cubelic, but this is kind of a big deal, and this is breaking news. So I want to get this in real quick, and we'll get our thoughts on it. Then we'll get to the RUBIX. Baylor AD Mac Rose is taking a leave of absence for personal reasons. Now, you would normally say, oh, Baylor Athletics, and there was a situation apparently with he and Michael Trigg on the sideline a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I would assume that is involved somehow with this. That is a bigger deal because he is the committee chair for the College Football Playoff Selection Committee.
Correct.
No idea, no word as to how that will be impacted moving forward, but that is why that is bigger news than maybe just the Baylor athletic director stepping down for a period of time. So we'll keep you updated on what that means. I mean, I would assume, Greg, that he's going to step down from that as well. If you're stepping down from your spot as the AD, that's why you are on the playoff committee.
Yeah.
So
I would assume.
And they're already down a member, too, because they only have 12 at the moment. I don't remember who stepped away.
Yeah, they are down a member.
Does his hat just stay on the rack permanently now?
I guess.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
So now we're down to 11?
I don't think the number matters, honestly. I mean, it could be 2 and people are still going to be mad. I mean, or 1 or 57. People are going to be upset with it, or people.
That'd be awkward if it's 1. He's got to recuse himself or herself.
You go to the computers. Like we're about to. RUBIX Cubelic, we give it to you each and every week. Not a bad week last week, but we will start during the week, which will be tomorrow night. Clemson at Louisville. Plug it in, John.
Major input. Input. Woo! All done.
What is Louisville Stadium named now? Probably some bank.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. I did
Cardinal
a game
Commerce
there.
Bank Stadium.
I did a game there like 2 years ago.
Not Young Stadium?
I feel like it's like LM.
I think that's the basketball
Well, I
arena.
know, but I feel like it's natural. It's right
I feel
there.
like it's L&M something. Hang on. I can find it.
I feel
Okay.
like
Well, I'll
Young's
just
better.
before you find it, I'll let you know it is there. So that's advantage Louisville. 154 game on the ground to 120 a game on the ground for Clemson. Advantage Louisville. Clemson allows 106 per game. Louisville allows 108 per game. Not a massive differential there, but slight edge goes to the Clemson Tigers. Turnovers, Clemson -3 on the season.
Ooh.
That's 96th in the nation, +2 for Louisville. So that's a
Double up.
there you go.
Double up.
Third down offense, Clemson 101st in all of college football, converting 36% of the time. It's not great. It's not great. Louisville's not elite themselves, 40% per game, but they still would get the advantage there. And then finally, third down defense, Louisville allows 34% of third downs to be converted. Clemson allows 32% to be converted, so
Ooh.
not a massive advantage there. By a margin of 1.5, the RUBIX Cubelic selects the Louisville Cardinals to knock off Clemson tomorrow night.
I'm on the other side. I like Clemson in that game.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it because desperation mode's setting in?
Yeah, to get to a bowl game, like what's
That's what I
the
mean.
what's
No,
the
that's what-
desperation mode?
Yes, that's what I mean.
No, I think they've turned the corner. I think Cade
Okay.
Klubnik's playing a little bit better in these last few games. I think they're still a little banged up at wide receiver, but they have enough. And the defense is starting to kind of showcase what they were able to do earlier in the year. I think the D-line can take over this game. And I think that's why I would lean in that direction.
Let's stay outside of the SEC. Iowa at USC. John, plug it in.
RUBIX Cubelic.
RUBIX
Cubelic.
RUBIX Cubelic.
Now, I was informed that there was a little issue with the malware and spyware when this was entered as a conference game.
Go figure.
Ah.
So, but just some reconfiguring took place. The algorithm changed, and I think we're good now. The game will be at the Coliseum. I think that's advantage USC. At least the computers tell us it is. I'm not real sure
Slight
if
edge.
it actually is or not.
Moderate.
USC 200 rushing yards per game. Iowa 175.
Oh, a little bit of a down year.
A little bit of a surprise there. USC advantage on the ground. Rush defense. Iowa allows 103 yards per game. Just as you probably expected, USC allows 142 per game. So, yes, that would be advantage Hawkeyes.
Okay.
Turnovers, USC +3, Iowa +4. No real differential there
Okay.
in the turnover department. No big advantage. In our penalties, by the way, I missed penalties in our Clemson-Louisville matchup. It is 41 for 413 for Clemson, 59 for 568 for Louisville. So that one also goes to Clemson. More ammunition for Greg's pick there.
That's right.
+4 for Iowa, +3 for USC. So not a massive advantage there for anybody. Penalties for this game, 57 for 507 for USC. On the season, Iowa has 20 penalties for 183 yards.
That means they only had one penalty last week.
Keep in mind, 2 weeks ago, Arkansas had 18 flags for 185 yards in a game. 2 fewer than Iowa has on the year and more yards than Iowa has on the year. Needless to say, that is, that's a double up.
Yeah, that's a double up.
Look at you.
It's official.
Let's go.
Third down offense, USC converts 52% of the time, 7th in college football. Pretty good. Iowa 44% of the time, advantage Trojans. Third down defense, 36% for USC, 34% for Iowa. By a margin of just +1, the RUBIX Cubelic selects Iowa to knock off USC.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that surprising because of what the Rube Cube likes. I think USC runs Iowa out of the gym.
Woo!
Ooh.
I was being impressed that they're playing in the gym.
It's tight field. It's gonna be on a phone booth.
It's a tight
It's
field.
Iowa. You know it's a gym.
Get them out of here.
All right, let's go into the SEC. Texas at Georgia. John, plug it in.
Major input. Input. Woo! All done.
Games in Athens, advantage Dogs.
Is it?
That's what I'm told.
Okay.
197 a game on the ground for the Dogs, 135 for Texas, advantage Dogs. Your rush defense, Georgia allows 100 yards a game.
It's pretty good.
I feel like it's good.
Yeah, it's decent.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that was my team.
Very good.
Texas allows 78.
Woo. That's great.
Second in all of college football. Only behind?
Bama?
Texas Tech.
Really? Texas Tech is the number 1 rush defense in college football, allowing 74 yards per game on the ground.
Can't run it in Texas.
Turnovers, Georgia -2, Texas +8.
Uh-oh.
Texas tied for 10th in college football.
Uh-oh.
That's a double up.
Your penalties on the season. Now, Georgia's been pretty good here, 45 for 415. Texas on the year, 73 flags, 595 yards. That is 116th in college football. Advantage Dogs.
Puppies.
Third down offense, 48% converted on the year for Georgia. That's a top 20 third down offense in college football. 40% on the year for Texas. Advantage Dogs.
Dogs. Puppies. Third
Third down defense, Georgia's allowing 41% of their attempts on third down to be converted defensively. Texas only 33%. So that's advantage Texas. By a margin of just barely +1, the RUBIX Cubelic likes Georgia to knock off the Horns at home.
Dogs.
You're on the other side of that one too, right?
Other side.
Man.
Greg hates computers.
Obviously.
Everybody knows
Definitely
Yeah.
hates computers.
And Battleship.
Finally, Oklahoma at Alabama. John, plug it in.
RUBIX Cubelic.
RUBIX
Cubelic.
RUBIX Cubelic.
Game is in Tuscaloosa. I'm told that's advantage Bama.
Confirm.
Alabama runs for 111.9 yards per game. That is 119th nationally. Oklahoma, 137 a game. That is 92nd nationally. Not much better, but better. Advantage Sooners. Rush defense, Alabama allows 139 a game. Oklahoma, 82 per game. That's fourth in all of college football. Advantage Boomer. Now, in the turnover department,
Oh, boy.
Alabama's plus 10 on the year. That is tied fourth best nationally in all of college football. Oklahoma's minus 5. That is 110
Ugh.
nationally. Not great at all. And a double up advantage Bama. Your penalties on the year. Remember, every call goes against Alabama.
Every single one of them.
Especially when the broadcasters want it to.
Well, you guys make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
47 for 399 yards. Oklahoma has 63 flags for 568 yards on the season.
Seems like a lot.
63 flags on the season. That, in and of itself, would be 89th in all of college football. Goodness gracious, Georgia State has 85 flags on the year. That is unbelievable,
It's
by
been
the way.
tough one,
That's
man.
almost 10 penalties a game.
It's tough.
Turnovers, minus 5 for Oklahoma, plus 10 for Bama. We mentioned that. Bama gets the edge. Penalties, Bama gets the edge. Third down offense, 42% for Oklahoma, 48% for Alabama, but they can't run it. The third down offense is top 20 in the nation. Third down defense, advantage goes to Oklahoma, allowing 30% of their conversions. Bama allows 36% by a margin of plus 1.5. The RUBIX Cubelic likes Alabama to knock off Oklahoma.
Hey.
So your winners via the computers, don't get mad at us. Louisville plus 1.5, Iowa plus 1, Georgia plus 1, Alabama plus 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
9:47. Be back with one more segment here in just a moment, G-Mac.
Bill Smith Buick GMC is the GMC Dealer of the Year, the national champion of GMC dealers. Just take the short drive to Coleman. You'll understand why. Deals are off the charts. You'll find amazing value. Every single time you go up there, like a GMC Sierra 2500 four-wheel drive Denali Ultimate. This is about as nice a vehicle as you'll find on the road. $97,530 is a list price. They'll take $12,000 off, get you out the door for $85,530. It's deals like that that keep people coming back. That's why 75% of their business is repeat customers. That's because you have a better experience when you shop with Bill Smith. Take the short drive to Coleman. You'll be glad you did. You can also shop online, have it delivered right to your driveway at BillSmithBuickGMC.com.
All right, when we come back, upset picks of the week next on Jocks. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning, 9:51. Tell you quickly about Game Day Men's Health. If you're lacking sleep, lacking energy, feeling on edge, go to Game Day Men's Health today. Or just go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Sign up for the free consultation, free PSA test, free testosterone test. Get your baseline health. Then they're going to present the ways that they can help you. You can save 10% on any of those programs by mentioning Mac and Cube when you walk in the front door. Locker room environment, holistic approach to health and wellness, peptides, weight loss. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com today and sign up for that free consultation. Every week we give you our best upset picks in college football of the week, GMAC.
And that is thanks to our friends at Sanderson Farms Chicken. They're the very best. Sanderson Farms, the official chicken of the SEC. So go and check them out at Sanderson Farms in any local retailer or at any local grocer near you.
Let me ask you a question here. Are we picking these against the spread, or are we picking these like straight up?
I think straight up
I think
and against the
straight up.
spread. If you pick them straight up, then that means you clearly like them taking the points.
I like South Carolina cover 19.5 at home or on the road. But so I can't do that. Navy is a 9.5 point underdog against South Florida. They get them at home. We know the possessions will be limited. I think Navy complicates things on defense. Obviously, South Florida hadn't seen many rushing attacks like this season. I'll take Navy in the upset
Look at
over
you.
college football playoff-minded South Florida, 11 a.m. Saturday morning on ESPN2. My
Look at
upset
you.
pick of the week.
Wow. Just such
I love America. What can I say?
No, I look at the Rube Cube, I look at all this other stuff, and I'm amazed by it. I've already given you a couple.
By the way, did you see Army's uniforms for Army Navy? They don't miss often.
No, they're sweet. You don't like them?
Not this year. I think
Really?
they missed this year.
It's a tribute to like the 250-year anniversary
Every
of...
one of them is a tribute, but I just don't think this year's as good as some of the others.
Oh, if you're a hater, that's fine. Cole hates America. So
That's why
he
I
tries
picked
to
Navy.
overcompensate by taking Navy. Fair enough. I'm taking Texas over Georgia. I think Texas can get it done. I think they match up pretty well. I think desperation is a powerful tool. And I think Georgia, people right now are looking at them last week, and they're now jumping to conclusions that they don't need to jump to. Last week was more about Mississippi State and less about Georgia. I love Georgia. I think they're very, very good. I just think Texas in a gotta-have-it situation can do what Bama did 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, and go on the road, neutralize that line of scrimmage, and potentially steal a win in Athens.
There you go. Damien, where are you heading here?
Oh, man. I'm going right after College Game Day on ABC. Give me Pitt to cover the 12.5 against Notre Dame.
Oh, see, we can do that.
I ain't saying they're going to beat them straight up, but I think it's going to be they're defending home turf, man. I think it'll be close. Give me Pitt to cover the 12.5 point spread against Notre Dame.
John?
My game's actually tomorrow, 6:30 ESPN for those that can watch it. Louisville's a 2.5 point favorite over Clemson. I think Clemson gets it.
You just said that because Greg said that.
They
Love
reek
that.
of
Good pick.
desperation.
Good pick. Good pick.
No,
They reek of desperation.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're desperate to go to the Meineke Car Center Bowl.
Let's go.
to A bowl, because if they lose this one, then it's comes down to South Carolina.
You don't think they can get that one?
We didn't think South Carolina could get it a couple years ago, and they found a way.
Last
so,
year.
yeah.
On the road.
Haters in the building.
On the road.
I also like that you're just giving them Furman.
Furman
Well,
ain't no
Furman's a little
guarantee.
down this year. Furman's a
careful.
little down this year.
I don't know if they have a
Tough
tricky
off-
offense
tricky
or not.
offense.
but-
Be careful
right,
with
yeah.
that one. All right, those are our upset picks of the week brought to you by Sanderson Farms. Don't forget about Gusty Goulas and the Gusty Goulas Group. If you're looking for a new home in Central Alabama, Gusty Goulas Group can help you. They've only served over 3,000 home buyers and sellers in the greater Birmingham area since 2012, recognized both nationally and locally as Greater Birmingham, Alabama's #1 team in home sold. Over 850 five-star Google reviews. Call 205-542-1996 to see what Gusty Goulas Group can do for you today. Brokered by eXp Realty. Go to GustyGoulsGroup.com. Button top right-hand corner of your page. Smash that. Very little information. They're going to tell you what they think they can get for your house. They're marketing now for you. So call 205-542-1996 or visit GustyGoulasGroup.com today. Great show today. Appreciate Barry Tremble, Kirk Bowles, Wimp Sanderson, Tom Hart for stopping in. Greg, tell our listeners about Polar Bear Services.
Well, been going to Wes and the guys for a long time. They always take great care of me. I know they will take great care of you as well, too. Right now, the system is running on both ends of the spectrum. You got the heat running at night. You got the AC running during the day sometimes. So you need to make sure your system's up to the task by getting a checkup from the experts at Polar Bear Services, your independent trained dealer. They can also help you with electrical work, plumbing, whole home generators, so you're not in a bind when the power goes out. I've been using them for years. I know you guys will have a similar experience to what I've had. So remember, if you have a problem with your electrical, plumbing, heater, air, just pick up the phone and call the Bear. It's 205-497-BEAR. It's 497-BEAR.
You're heading to Tuscaloosa this weekend?
I am.
Again?
Fire.
Your bosses must think you're terrible at calling Bama games.
Terrible.
You've had 8 this year.
Hey.
Rotate.
For now.